Hello, my name is Mark Macron. I've been a licensed attorney in the states of New York and New Jersey for the last 32 years. I have represented numerous people buying and selling homes in those states. The one consistent question that I'm asked all the time is, what happens now? How does the process work? This video is designed to assist you in understanding the process in purchasing your home in the state of New Jersey. It's part of a series of videos that I have made to assist buyers and sellers in New York and New Jersey. I hope you find it helpful. First, purchasing your home in New Jersey, the realtor contract and the attorney review. Once you have settled on a home you wish to purchase, the realtor will have you sign a realtor prepared form contract that is used in nearly every real estate transaction in New Jersey. At the time you sign the contract, the realtor will ask you for the name and contact information for your attorney. Additionally, you will be asked for a small contract deposit. Assuming the seller accepts your offer, the seller will sign the same contract. The realtor will then send a copy of the fully signed contract to the seller and the buyer's respective attorneys. Upon receipt of the contract, your attorney will review the contract. This period of, quote, attorney review lasts 3 days. During attorney review, your attorney will send an attorney review letter to the seller's attorney delineating the changes to be made to the realtor contract. Once the parties agree to changes made by the buyer and the seller, attorney review is then concluded. The buyer and the seller are contractually obligated at that point to each other to sell and buy the property. Shortly after conclusion of attorney review, you will be asked for a larger second deposit. The amount of the second deposit can vary greatly from a small amount of money to as high as 10%. This figure is negotiable, but the more you put down on contract, the more attractive you are as a buyer. On the other hand, the more money you put down on contract, the greater amount you risk losing should you decide not to go through the purchase and breach the contract. Once you are out of attorney review, you need to get a home inspection immediately at the conclusion of the attorney review. Now that attorney review is concluded, you need to engage the services of a home inspector to inspect the condition of the home. Unless you know who you want to use to perform those services, ask your realtor for a recommendation or simply conduct an internet search for a home inspector. The inspector will prepare a report summarizing his findings about the building, such as structural condition, roof, basement, plumbing, and electrical systems. Consider being present for the inspection. Have a termite or a wood-boring insect inspection as well. In certain areas, a radon inspection is performed. Ask your inspector if a radon gas inspection is necessary. Once you receive the report, forward it to your attorney. Discuss with your attorney the repairs you wish the seller to make. Your attorney should include the desired repairs in a letter to the seller's attorney. Typically, all of this should be done within 10 days of conclusion of attorney review, so do not delay in getting your home inspection done so you can make a timely request to have the repairs done by the seller. Next, and most importantly, is obtaining a mortgage commitment. Assuming that as the buyer, you do not have the funds to buy the property with cash on hand, you will seek to obtain mortgage funds from a lender. Of all the things you must do in the home purchase process, this is perhaps the most important obligation you must fulfill as a buyer. Intentionally failing to submit to the mortgage process is a material breach of the contract, and you risk losing all or part of your contract deposit. A lender will request financial records from you, such as tax returns and other financial records. You may either approach a bank or use the services of a mortgage broker to apply for purchase money funds. This process can take 30 days or more. Be patient. Once a lender has agreed to provide you with mortgage funds, you will be issued a mortgage commitment. A mortgage commitment is a promise from a lender to provide you with a certain amount of money specific to purchase the home that you're in contract to purchase at a certain interest rate over a given period of time, typically somewhere between 15 and 30 years. Once you receive the mortgage commitment, you must send a copy to your attorney without delay. Your attorney will then forward it to the seller's attorney. You are obligated to send the commitment to the seller's attorney by contract. It lets the seller know that they have a real buyer and that this contract is moving toward conclusion. Next is to order a title report. Your attorney will order a title report from a title insurance company or a title abstract company. The title company will provide research on the property, determining who owns the property and whether there are judgments or liens that need to be paid off in order for the seller to transfer the property to you free and clear of these items. These items are compiled into a title report. Your attorney will go over the findings of the title report with you. Once these issues are addressed by the seller and any judgments and other items against the seller are cleared, and any judgments and other items against the buyer are cleared, and as the buyer you have paid the title insurance premium, the title company will issue title insurance for the property at the closing, ensuring clear title to you. Homeowners insurance. Often overlooked until the last minute is securing homeowners insurance. It is also known as fire insurance. Make sure you get that well in advance of the closing. Your lender will require it before they authorize any funds to be released at the closing. Lastly, the closing. The moment you've been waiting patiently for several months has arrived. Make sure you bring a pen, preferably blue, and your valid driver's license. The closing in New Jersey may take place in a variety of manners. Sometimes it will be at your attorney's office. Other times it will be at the title company. Sometimes it will be done by mail. Frequently, the seller and his attorney will not be present at the closing, but will have forwarded the fully executed deed and other closing documents to your attorney or to your title company. The mortgage documents will be waiting for you at the closing for your execution. Once the mortgage documents are signed, the funds due to the seller are given to the seller in the form of a bank check or wire, minus the seller's closing costs. Your attorney or your title company will send the original deed to the office of the county clerk, where the property is located for recording. Upon recordation, the recorded original deed is then returned to your attorney or to you. The transaction is now closed and you now own the property. Congratulations.